Good morning from France once again. Now this morning, let's see the temperature over here. What temperature is it? Let's see the temperature there. It is 3.8 degrees in here this morning. Feels nice. So back to the kitchen today. The fireplace looks really ugly and it's just so oversized. I'd love if it wasn't there because it doesn't really add to the kitchen. You know, it's just a humongous lump of lumpness. So look, it's there. I'm not going to take it out now. I just don't know what structural issues would be caused if I was to take it out. So it's there. We're going to live with it. It'll be fine when it's done. I need to get the paint stripped off this. It's going to go white again. Having it wood is just not a thing here. Everything's going to be white on this side anyway. So it's going to go back to white, but it just needs to be polished up a little bit. These guys need to be stripped back and just, I need to sort out my pillars, get some nice edges on these. In there, it doesn't need to be plastered again because there's going to be some sort of splashback on that. I think my plan today is to take out from here to here and move this little guy here, put legs on this corner unit and put it back in and see how she sits. I have to see if the walls are square here. I've just taken a measurement from here to there, and I did it from the middle of the fireplace across because there's about 20 mil in the difference in the distance from there to there, which tells you it's not. There's something up, which means the back of the counter. Look, there's a bit of tweaking to be done, but there's 60 mil of overlap on the counter, so we've plenty to play with. I'm going to start in that corner, see how square it is once it's on the legs and flush against the walls, because at the moment it won't come up. There's a little plinth on the bottom here, so it won't actually go back in against the wall, and there's some cable down here that's kind of in the way. So get this up on legs, get this unit up on legs. I think I'll put the box section in here today. I have scrap wood there that I took out of the bathroom. That'll be perfect for that. Do the box section, build it in there. It doesn't matter where it is. I'll go to the maximum, so it's slightly above the counter. It won't matter. It'll just be a windowsill, and then I can tile it afterwards. Allow for the tiles. I think that if I get that corner ready, if I had them in, I could effectively put the counter in. I could effectively put the sink in and have a working sink, because I want to get the plumbing done. We have our plumbing, which is down here. We have our water heater to go in here somewhere. I'm thinking maybe on the inside of the cabinet rather than in the back in case I ever have to change it. The fact there's no back on this unit, this is a sink unit, so it has the aluminium bottom for drips, so it's not going to rot should you get a leak. And then it's open at the back, so I can get in at the water main there and read the meter. But that needs to be done and turn the water on and off. So it would be nice to get the plumbing done here. And the water heater on. So look, there's lots to do. I need to not forget about the dishwasher as well. I need to get the waste. Just need a new trap thingy, whatever they're called, to go on the wastewater that will take the sink and the yoki. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Have a great Wednesday. There's only realistically today and tomorrow where I'm going to get work done here before we head off for the Christmas break. Hoping to make a video or two that I can post when I'm away, just about kind of the progress that's happened here so far, and maybe a recap on how we got to here. So before I go any further with this, I need to decide where the countertop is going to finish. So I had this idea for a kind of a no handle hack for the doors. So at the moment we've obviously no handles on this. Handles would make it easy to get in. So we'll have our little doofers. So when we push here, this will pop open like that. So we have those, but it would be nice to be able to get your hand in there. On units that come with no handles, the doors are slightly lower than they have a kind of a molded top on them. So that's probably why they're more expensive. But if we could just raise up this countertop by 20 mil, we'd still be able to grab the top of it. So I'm going to do a test here now. I have some OSB board just to bump it up. It's probably thicker than we need, just to see if it'll work in theory before we go any further. So we're just packing up what's already there. So how does that look? It's a little bit hard to visualize there because that's a corner unit, so the left side looks weird anyway. I might have to try it with a bit of white just to get it proper. Yeah, let's see if I can open that. I'm just going to get a pot from the press. Ooh, it's hard to visualize with that OSB board, so I might just try something else. Let me see what I've got here. From a functionality point of view, that is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try one of our doofers on here. These guys get fitted to the inside. When the door closes, it sits against it. When you push it in slightly, it pushes the door outwards, and then you push the door back in. That won't work with our soft close. That will definitely not push in with a soft close. Let's do a little test on that. So, push that in. Okay, it stops there. Push it in. It opens the door. Voila. Soft close. No. You'd be better off taking this out. But there is no screws in that. There's no nothing. So I don't want to start chopping up the new kitchen. Bad enough chopping up the new windows. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have a think about it. Okay, I think to do this right, I've got to remove the distractions. I've taken the stickers off here because they're distracting. I'm going to use that in place of the OSB boards, put a long countertop on top of it, which will be about, obviously the same thickness. It's in white. And I'm going to just take this unit here, put some legs on it to support the countertop, just so we can get a kind of a real world look at it. And I'll put this press up against this. Now, how does that look? Infinitely better. Now you can kind of visualize it as it would look. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. Get some white board, just some sheets of this white stuff, put them on. took my countertop and I measured and did some levels. I realised that this wall here was out too far, so I have to take that back to the same level as this wall. Otherwise, by the time you got to there, your unit would be sitting out. So it's fairly good now, I think. I'm going to put everything back in. I'll put this window box in. So that's just odds and ends I had kicking about. That can be tiled. Doesn't matter if it's the same height as the countertop or not. In fact, I'd rather have a lip, and it will, because this should be where our countertop is. I'm going to put these units back in and see how we're looking. And then I'll get a mix on, I think. I'll start with 130 allowance for the dishwasher, which should be 600. So, happy with that. Good progress.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.